Week 5 pick'ems. YouTube, Oz it going. The Goat House is back. I held that one a little bit, throw you guys off, but we're back. Week 5 pick'ems. We're here every single Tuesday night with our weekly pick'ems. I got score predictions Wednesday. Power rankings for this week already up. They're up every single week. Rookie power rankings making a return starting later this week. I'm excited. There's some real good games this week. I'm pumped to see what we got. I'm pumped to see if we're going how many guarantees we got. We had quite a few last week, and of course
didn't work out.
No, they're always guarantees. Always guarantees. Check out the Twitter. A lot going on in there. You're missing out. You can get more involved. More to come on there as well. Live updates for the NFL and a lot of roster moves today, but a lot of updates throughout NFL games as well. Join the Picks League through Twitter. Looking for anything, any links, description, comments. You know where to find it. There's the leaderboard. Pretty tight. Pretty damn tight. I'm in first with 41. We got Old Yeller at 39. All one apart here between Old Yeller and then Pigskin Danny with 38. Fan votes. You guys better pick it up.
I can't have a dog beating me in picks.
Yeah?
I mean, he's literally just going over a sniff. Oh, wait, I can't give that away. Sorry.
You're trolling, or is he? I don't know. We don't know if he's trolling. Picks League leaderboard. Some impressive numbers. Junior. Whose junior is that? Who's
I
Mans?
hope it's our junior.
Whose Mans is this? Xander Zupon still in first, but he's with Junior.
Was Xander in the? Was he high up last year too? I feel like that name is.
He's been around. He's been around the Goat House for some time. He's well respected around these parts. Skoggy Dog. I'm trying to find this guy on Twitter because I said going into the year that if somebody leads the week by themselves, I will give them merch. And he was by himself, first one of the year, by himself. But I told everyone to make their username for the ESPN Picks, their Twitter handle, the same, so I can contact them. Couldn't find a Skoggy Dog. I would like for that person to change their ESPN Picks League name to their current Twitter handle.
What if they don't have a Twitter?
Then they're screwed. But I mean, either way, impressive as hell there with the picks. But we'll give merch away along the way. We'll see who's leading at the halfway point end of the year. Shout-outs along the way, of course. There's our Twitter. Check it out. Updates. This is how you vote for get the fan-voted picks in. You guys know the drill. Come on. Thursday night football.
The Niners plays really gold on IR.
Yeah, they did. Rams Seahawks Thursday night football. It's another division game for both of these teams. The Rams shat the bed against the Cardinals last week, and the Seahawks took care of business against the 49ers. Who wants to start out? Seahawks are tough at home, prime time. Pete Carroll, primetime maniac. I don't know. I'm just giving that nickname right now.
I'm doing some advanced analytics over here. I mean, I'm going with the Rams. Let's be honest here, but
I feel like you're going with the Rams? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think. The Cardinals ran the shit out of the ball against the Rams. I think they
did whatever they wanted against them.
Well, but it starts with the run. I mean, when you have 206, I think they had 216 yards rushing as a team against a good Rams defense. That's pretty scary.
Is it good though?
I think it is. I think it's still kind of early, but I don't think the Seahawks can do that. And I think the Rams are going to kind of figure out what they did, keep Seahawks one-dimensional. And I think I'm going to give it to the Rams. Tough game though. Tough game.
I'm with you. I'm going to take the Rams. Seahawks are always tough in Seattle, prime time. Their defense stepped it up a little bit last week, but, Garoppolo / Lance weren't really too deadly or accurate downfield. Stafford will do that. I would like for Stafford to look at somebody else besides Cooper Kupp, though. He needs to knock it off with that. Great connection. It's looking good, but it hurt him a little bit last week. Let's kind of spread. I liked when they were getting Deshaun Jackson going. I mean, will they get Robert Woods going underneath? I mean, come on.
Do you have him in fantasy?
I have him in fantasy.
I don't. But I mean, I'm just talking just as a fan in general here of football. It's going to happen.
Didn't they just pay him?
Yeah, I mean, he's very talented. They just get him stop staring at Cooper Kupp, give him the ball. I think the corners of Seattle have some struggles here. They'll probably be worried about the deep ball. They probably won't be able to stop it. Should open up things pretty much everywhere on the field. I do think Russ and the boys should have some success, though. Probably a offensive game. I noticed a lot of people around the league picking Seattle because that home prime time. So they're always something. But I'm sticking with the Rams. Going to be a good one, folks.
Going with the Rams as well. I think they'll bounce back. I don't know. I talked about in the last video. I was like, the 49ers always just they look great, and all of a sudden they start shitting the bed, and that's exactly.
I use shat.
I know.
You might be safer with that.
I know.
I don't know.
I accidentally slipped there, but I should have picked the Seahawks last week. I was thinking it too, and the Niners did it. I don't know. The Seahawks defense, they did look good against the Niners, but again, that's the Niners. I think the Rams get it going offensively here. I think their defense has a better game too.
Old Yeller, what's he doing?
He's got the Rams, and the fans have the Rams.
Oh,
so
okay.
the Seahawks are going to win.
No, we just guaranteed
wait.
as the Rams winning.
Oh.
That's what they call a guarantee.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a guarantee. What are you talking about?
All right.
Come on.
Everyone for the Rams. Yeah, I thought somebody would go for the Seahawks. No,
I think the Rams just had an off game. I mean, Cardinals are pretty damn good, and
meatball game.
Yeah, I mean, we all thought the Rams. Like, if this wasn't last week, or if this game was last week, I think we would all be taking the Rams regardless. I don't know.
Yeah. We got a London game, folks. This game is in London. It's what is this, like a 9:30 Eastern on Sunday? A little too early for some people, but the Jets fans will be up, the Falcons fans will be up, I'll be up, rough and ready to go for this one. You gotta be pumped in London to get some NFL action here. Zach Wilson versus Matt Ryan.
What a ball game.
The new and the old versus the old. Jets got their first win last week. Suck it, Pete. Falcons, they classic Falcons. They look good offensively. Now they play a pretty tough defense here. But will London be a factor? I always look to see when teams are going to London. I think the earlier you go, the better. Kind of get used to time change. I saw the Falcons were leaving Thursday. I'm still trying to figure out when the Jets are going now. And maybe it came out in the last couple of hours when I didn't check, but I was kind of looking for that earlier. But we'll figure it out. I heard the Falcons are leaving Thursday. Robert Saleh has coached in games overseas, and he says they've always kind of changed up when they left.
Oh, he's coached? I'm taking the Jets.
You're taking the Jets?
I'm taking the Jets.
He's taking the Jets. They were known as the worst team in football before being the Titans.
And now I'm riding them.
He's riding them.
I think, one thing that we saw last week with the Jets versus the Titans, that the Jets were able to get to the quarterback. One thing we did not see in the Atlanta-Washington football game is that the football team was not getting to the quarterback.
We thought they were going to do it, too.
We thought they were going to do it. But, and I think that's going to be the downfall of the Titans. And I don't think Cordell Patterson is going to do it, 3 weeks in a row? They got other weapons. They got to utilize them. I don't see in the game plan that they could find them. I'm taking the Jets. I'm riding them.
Pete?
I'm taking the Falcons. I don't think the Jets are going to win 2 in a row.
Me neither, but I'm taking them.
I don't know. I think the big thing with the Titans was, pass protection was really bad. But I don't know. I think Calvin Ridley could have a day. This is where he kind of goes off and does what he's supposed to do as wide receiver 1 for them. I think Cordero still contributes as well. Get Mike Davis going too. I think the Jets, you could run the ball on them as well pretty easily. So I like the Falcons here. They'll probably be up big and then they'll choke it, but they'll hold on.
Yeller's going with the Falcons. I thought I was going to be a lone wolf on this one. I'm going Jets. I like the way they match up in this game. Zach, this is a big game for Zach Wilson. He's going to have to play well. This is the worst scoring defense in football, which is the Atlanta Falcons. The Jets' defense is legit. I mean, they were getting crazy pressure on Ryan Tannehill. 3rd downs, 4th downs, throwing them off.
Wasn't hard.
What do you mean?
I don't know. As soon as McNichols comes in the game, they're throwing the ball, and then McNichols was their best pass.
But the Jets still had to execute. Pressure.
They still had to execute.
McNichols was their best pass catcher, and he was going out on routes, and they were just blitzing with 5-man protection. Just wasn't smart by the Titans.
Falcons can't. I mean, somehow they protected Matt Ryan last week, so I guess if they protect like last week, they're going to be good to go, I think. But I don't know. I think the Jets get pressure. I think they make this in a defensive game, and I think Zach Wilson's starting. He's starting to get there. Corey Davis, Keelan Cole's even getting there. I think their offensive line stepped it up a little bit. I noticed Elijah Vera Tucker was playing pretty well against Titans. So I think everything's kind of heading in the right direction. Now, these players don't really love flying to London as well. I'm sure it's a lovely place, but Falcons off that kind of a choke game there, kind of having to go there. They're probably not too happy. The Jets got to be in a great mood here. I'm going to take the Jets in a squeaker. I'm feeling the defense is the difference and the lack of defense of the Falcons also.
Fans got the Falcons.
The fans got the Falcons. I really thought I was going to be by myself there.
Us against the world.
Let's do it. Anything can happen in London, though. We'll see. Okay, what's the next? Yeah, that game's early on Sunday, London. Don't forget it. This game, normal time, 1 p.m. Eastern on Sunday in Cincinnati. Packers, Bengals. Bengals are 3-1. Packers are 3-1. This is a good game. Joe Mixon day to day. We'll see if he plays. So that's still kind of up in the air here on a Tuesday night. They got P. Ryan. They got Chris Evans, rookie from Michigan. Their receivers are balling. We'll see if they get T. Higgins back. Jesse Bates should be back. Bengals, can't sleep on the Bengals here. Packers are pretty beat up. We already know they're missing Bakhtiari. They've been missing Elgin Jenkins. We'll see if he's back. When he's back, Jair Alexander, no update on him, but I think he's going to be out. That's one of the best corners in football. And we knew Zadarius Smith, and I think I mentioned that already. So they're missing some guys, actually. Bengals could be as well. But
Bengals are 3-1.
That's
You
what
know
I
who
said.
that loss came from?
Bears.
Bears.
Wow.
Yeah, who'd have thought?
Who would have thought?
Bengals could. I think they could score on pretty much anyone. It's really on the play calling. The play calling in the first half of the Jags game Thursday night was pretty terrible. Second half was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Bengals defense has been pretty solid. I think this is kind of a bigger test here. They probably could put up a fight here, but I'm going to take the Packers. Just too much on offense. But, again, the Packers are kind of beat up, some key players, so that could play a difference. You know, a guy like Jamar Chase could have some success on the outside if Alexander's injury seems to be serious. Again, I'm still waiting on more of an update on that. It's kind of an odd situation.
I'm going to go with the Packers as well. I think it's going to be a high-scoring squeaker. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored. I think it's going to be closer, mainly because it's going to be in Cincy and with those injuries that you mentioned as well.
And I agree as well.
Wow.
What about the Packers?
Peace.
And fans and Old Yeller are going with the Packers.
Who would have thought?
It's everyone. What if the Bengals win this game? They're
That'd be awesome.
They're for real.
I'd be all about it.
All about it. All right, everyone.
All
for the
about
Packers. Should be a good one, though.
Should be a good one, folks.
Next, we got the Lions and the Vikings. Vikings looking like a high-powered offense and come out and drop only 7 points on the board last week. Lions been kind of putting up fights with teams, but just can't pull it out. Is this the time where they get their first win?
Certainly possible.
But no one's doing it,
No,
right?
I like the Vikings at home.
I think everyone's taking the Vikings.
Yep.
I'm just thinking that the Browns' defense is really good.
Yeah.
So I think the Vikings will be back on track offensively this game. I think the Lions will score. I'm not buying the Vikings on either side of the ball last week. I think their offense will be a lot better when they are going from the Browns to the Lions here. But I think their offense will be a lot better, but I think their defense will be a lot worse. I think the Lions will score some points in this game. But I think the Vikings at home just got too much on offense here. Also, Romeo Okwara is going to be out for years, so the Lions lost their best pass rusher, and they were struggling to rush the passer on top of it, so that's not ideal.
I will say I am pretty impressed about the Lions able to move the ball. I mean, they're not scoring in the red zone, but the amount of times that they've been in the red zone and how well they're moving the ball between the 20s is pretty damn impressive for a Lions team. So
I think Goff has a pretty good game in this one. Yeah, I think he'll play a pretty good game. I'm just confident with the Vikings here at home. Sounds like everybody is, so that's what we're going with there. Next game, Broncos Steelers, a defensive ball game. I mean, we got Teddy Bridgewater concussion protocol right now. Again, it's Tuesday night. We'll know more later in the week. Follow us on Twitter. We'll see if he suits up. I mean, I think he actually has a concussion if he wasn't able to come back in the last game after being evaluated. So, and then Big Ben's dealing with the hip injury, and just not a whole lot of offense from either of these teams. The Broncos showed a bit playing the weaker competition, but I think we all expect this to be a defensive battle here. Probably, I mean, to make the final pick, probably going to come later in the week when we know who's at quarterback, but we have a good idea right now who's everybody going with.
This is a tough one. This is really tough.
I'll start. I think Drew Lock's going to start. I think Big Ben's going to start. I'm taking the Steelers at home. If Teddy was starting, I would have a real hard time here. I mean, the Broncos have had a pretty damn easy schedule so far. The Steelers have a pretty damn tough one. So this Steelers at home, I think they bounce back. I think their defense has a hell of a game. I think they'll do enough offensively. It won't be a whole lot of offense, but I mean, at the same time, I could see Big Ben not being too careful with the ball under pressure. I can see it, but Drew Lock didn't look too good when he was. I mean, he was thrown into a situation against the Ravens, but still, I'm going Steelers. Probably a squeaker, low-scoring squeaker, that is.
Yeah, give me the Steelers as well. I think if this was flipped, if Broncos were at home, I'd probably go Broncos at Mile High, but I don't know. Something about Mike Tomlin at home.
If the Steelers lose this game, are they done?
I think they got to reevaluate who's at the starting quarterback spot. I mean, that's what's holding you back.
Yeah.
That's what's holding you back.
I mean, you can't fix that with what they have, though. I think Big Ben's got to be better than Mason.
Mason Rudolph's a little bit more. He's able to get through the pocket a little bit better, and not fall over by himself.
You might be right on that.
One's so tough. Like, you just don't see the Steelers going 1-4. But I'm gonna go with the Broncos here.
They let you down.
They
let
me down last week. Broncos, don't let me down again. But I think if Drew Lock is starting, I think it'll be helpful that he gets a whole week of preparation here, with getting the number one reps at quarterback. I think that helps a lot. I think they could do just enough on offense to squeak this one out.
That's a good point, Pete.
Okay. Yeller, Steelers, fans, Broncos?
Yeah, that's not good for me. Fans have
the fans are only down from one from you.
That's true.
Okay.
All right.
A nice split. It's a good split. Like it. Defensive game. What if it was just a shootout?
That'd be so funny.
I love that.
That'd be awesome
when it's unexpected.
I think Drew Lock's gonna get a game winner.
What if Drew Lock just lit it up and then everyone's like, oh God, do we go back
I think he's been waiting for I know the Ravens game didn't work out well, but I think again, whole week of preparation, I think he's gonna be ready to go.
Okay. All right. Dolphins Bucks.
Okay.
No one believing. Yeah, they dropped 3 straight.
They let me down last week. Jacoby Brissett sucks.
Whoa.
He's playing his old team. He doesn't know how to beat his old team.
They know how to game plan for him. I will say, I know everyone's going with the Bucks, but I will say, I picked the Colts last week. I picked them because of matchup, purely matchup. The Dolphins actually, even though the Bucks are a lot better than the Colts, and that's why I'm going with the Bucks here, and they're also a lot better than the Dolphins who they're playing. And they're at home, but 2 floor teams. But I will say the matchup, a lot better than against the Colts for the Dolphins, against the Buccaneers, because Dolphins defense is just terrible stopping the run. We know the Colts like to run first, but they're actually very solid stopping the pass, and they create turnovers. So they're going to defend Brady in the pass. They're not going to stop it, but sometimes the Buccaneers get a little sloppy with the ball, and they'll actually turn it over a bit. Brady been a lot, more careful this year. But if the Dolphins start creating turnovers, which is possible in the passing game, it really can change things. And the Buccaneers are real beat up on defense, but I still think the Bucs get good pressure on Jacoby Brissett. So Bucs are just better. They got too much. But the Dolphins, the pass coverage could throw them off a little bit here and there, but they'll probably have to throw them off a lot here. But the fans are going with the Bucs as well, right?
Yep.
I think the Bucs were missing Gronk last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was times when they were. Was it Cameron Brate, right? He's on the Bucs now.
Brate and Howard,
I should say. Yeah, there's times when they were trying to hit him up the middle, and he just kept. Granted it was raining and cold, but I don't think Gronk's dropping that.
I don't think so either. Saints and Washington football team. 2 teams we just can't figure out here. Fun fact: all 3 of us have not been right on a Saints game. All 3 of us.
Wow.
We're over on a Saints game.
That's insane.
Yeah. It's you can't figure this team out.
Analytics department told you that?
But they got back to me right before recording this. We have not got a Saints game right. It kind of makes sense though that it's hard to figure out because with Jameis, are they going to try to be conservative and not let him do enough? Or they can win being conservative, but then they can lose from being too conservative. We saw that last week. They can be explosive offensively with Jameis because he can air the ball out, and they got a smart coaching staff in terms of calling plays. We saw that against the Packers. They can try to be explosive, and they can turn the ball over like crazy because Jameis. So, in the defense, I don't know what happened to the defense in the second half against the Giants. So they're just kind of all over the place right now. I don't think they it sounds ridiculous, but I don't know if they know their own identity right now. And Washington's kind of – they're a little tricky too. They actually got – and we all picked Washington to beat the Falcons, but they got outplayed most of that game. And we did not expect them to have that much offense and that lack of pass rush it's a pretty unpredictable team right now. So, it's a good matchup because I think it's two teams that are extremely tough to predict. So I'm actually looking forward to this matchup for that reason. I should be flipping a coin on this one just because how hard they are to predict. But I'm going to go with the Saints. I still trust their defense. I think they'll hold things down. They'll probably get a turnover or two on Heineke. Washington's going to, I don't know if they'll probably have a big play here and there, but I think they're going to struggle to get steady drives. They're going to score points, don't get me wrong, but in the way they've been playing defense, they give up explosive plays down the field. I think the Saints will actually take shots. They'll kind of regret not taking more of them last week. They did some that worked here and there. So, and the Saints kind of feel like in every other team, so they're due for a win. I'm going to go Saints, but that's a toss-up game.
I'm going to go Saints. I think I think it's all going to come down to if Jameis is going to protect the ball. Coming down, I mean, if you think about it too, like the Saints do slip screens very, very well, and I feel like Washington's so desperate to get to the quarterback that's going to kind of play an advantage for the Saints. So I think Kamara is going to have a day just basically on those slip screens. But if Jameis is wild with the ball, it could go either way. It's definitely going to be a squeaker. I'm just going to lean it towards the Saints.
I like the Saints too. Washington, we've been talking about week after week. Like their defense is just so disappointing this year.
I don't know if the Saints. I don't think the Saints fans like the three of us picked the Saints.
I know.
We got to win sometime. We're not going to keep losing.
That's crazy though.
Yeah,
I didn't realize
they're
that.
so hard to predict right now. So,
and
Yeller's gone.
What do we got?
Yeller has a win on the Saints. He picked the Saints to beat the Patriots. So Yeller's a deciding factor here.
Yeah, he and the fans are going with the Saints as well.
All right, so the fans watching are probably happy that. Maybe that old Yeller went with the Saints because he did pick them to beat the Patriots last week. Only one. He was a lone dog. So that's a guarantee. Everyone for the Saints. That should be a good one. Another one of those where I'm surprised that no one took Washington. But if they had Fitzmagic, I'd probably take Washington in that game. I was just thinking that now.
They got Curtis Samuel back last week. He didn't really do much, but
yeah, that's a good thing. A good point because. The Saints had a real problem with Kadarius Toney, like underneath, so they could use Samuel that way, and they tried to last week. So Curtis Samuel could be the X factor in that game. Actually, we got Eagles and Panthers. Eagles are struggling right now, but in the loss department they keep losing, but they put up a lot of points against the Chiefs. Panthers finally got their first loss. Maybe some people starting to doubt them because they finally played a good team and lost, but they still look like a pretty damn good team to me. But slipped up a little bit in the second half of that game. I think both these teams recently played the Cowboys, so they got that on film. And in Carolina, does Sam Darnold keep it going?
I like the Panthers at home.
He likes the Panthers.
Yep. I think they moved the ball pretty well overall. I thought they should have kept running the ball a little bit more. They kind of abandoned that. I thought they did actually a pretty good job without McCaffrey. Just keep finding ways to get DJ more of the ball because that guy's unreal.
Oh yeah,
and their defense, I like their defense too. I know they give up a lot of points, but they fly around. They make a lot of plays.
They give up a lot on the ground with the Cowboys. I'm gonna go. There's a matchup problem in this game. Well, first I'll say the Cowboys may have figured something out on the Panthers against the defense that's playing great. The Panthers defense, which I still like, but they blitz a lot. They pass blitz, and I think looking at Dak, a smart quarterback, able to make adjustments, able to get the ball out against the blitz. I think that's what beat it. I think smart quarterbacks that are good against the blitz, also checking the runs, versus that blitz, I think works as well. So maybe, maybe teams are kind of figuring out how to beat that good defense. But I think this is just a terrible matchup for the Eagles here. I think the Panthers are going to blitz. Hurts panics a little too early under the pressure. So I think they'll blitz kind of maybe try to get interior pressure. So I really like the way the Panthers defense matched up with the Eagles. I think they'll be fine. Panthers, that is, on offense as well. They'll probably hold. I think they'll hold the Eagles under 20 points, and they'll score over 20 points. So for just matchup reasons, and they are the better team right now, everything to me points towards the Panthers. But I do see a lot of people out there picking the Eagles in the upset.
I do like the way the Panthers are playing with offensively and defensively. Darnold putting up numbers last week.
He can run too.
Yeah,
what is that?
Which is pretty surprising too. We never saw that last year, but we did, but not as much. But Something's telling me that the Eagles are going to win this game. I don't know what it is. Chiefs defense is nothing to write home against, but they're putting up points, and for some reason they're just calling my name over there. Okay. I'm gonna take them.
All right.
We got Carolina for both here.
Yeller, Carolina fans, Carolina.
Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf Dan. I see a lot of people out there feeling it. Maybe the Panthers have been exposed a little bit, but
I think at some point Hurts is going to learn to, I think the coaches are going to draw up plays to kind of help them on those blitzes.
I mean, they did score a lot last week, even with it, but
Chiefs defense ain't shit.
Yeah.
But Panthers obviously have a very good defense and a pretty solid offense. For some reason, the Eagles are calling my name this week.
Here's another matchup situation. The Cowboys may have exposed the Panthers because they just ran all over them, but the Eagles are hesitant to run.
They can't run.
And they can't really run right now, so that's tough too. That's leaning me towards the Panthers as well.
There's no film on it though.
Maybe they'll just pound the rock to all their running backs and just throw them all. Honestly, that's probably what they should do. Just design runs, RPO, or read option. That's what they should do. They could throw them off. Maybe that's what people are thinking. Titans, Jags. Do the Titans go back-to-back weeks losing to winless teams? Urban Meyer?
Well, first of all, Urban Meyer really needs to just figure it out this week. Yep. He needs to be with this team after the games. I'm still taking the Titans, though.
You're taking the
Titans? The Titans are going to have a bounce-back game. Any word on wide receivers over there for you, Pete?
Nothing.
Any word on if they're going to protect the quarterback this week?
Nothing.
Okay.
I don't even want to talk.
Just run the ball.
I don't even want to talk about the
That's
Titans
all right.
at all.
Pete's going with the Titans, all right?
Just give them to me. I just don't even want to talk about them, though.
All right, okay, all right. Old Yeller's going with the Titans. Fans are going with the Titans. I actually think that this read option the Jaguars got, it could really mess with the Titans' defense. I think the Jags could have some success on offense, but I'm still going to take the Titans. I think the Titans will get rolling on offense, and they're just the better team. Urban Meyer's also a distraction.
Who would have thought?
Urban Meyer?
Yeah, of all things.
Guy's a rascal.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on over there.
I'm surprised they didn't fire him, to be honest, but I think if things remain a distraction, they just really struggle, I think he'll be fired pretty soon.
How soon do you think he'll sign at USC after that, though?
Well, if they want him over there.
I think they'll want him. I don't know NFL team's ever going to want him again. I think they would probably wait so it doesn't look bad. I think it would look bad if it was right away. I think it would be like an agreement that after the season, like, hey, we already got an agreement in place. You're going to be the coach next year, so we can just wait to sign you in the offseason, basically. And then he can go to the bars with all the college girls over there.
That's what he wants.
That's
we'll see if he fingers it out.
We'll see. I'm sure he'll figure it out at some point. Probably already has, honestly. Patriots, Texans, problem here. The Patriots got, Trent Brown's been out, and that's been a problem because that guy's a beast, and they need him very badly. But now a couple guys on the COVID list today, just a little bit ago. Michael Onwenu, who was a big-time rookie for them last year, starter. Isaiah Wynn, starting left tackle, COVID list. So they're going to be without more than half their offensive line here, and that might be a problem. Davis Mills was pretty bad last week. It was in a slot fest. It was in the rain. The Patriots also played in the rain last week. I'm thinking, the offensive line problems could affect the Patriots. It's probably going to be a very low-scoring game. But the Patriots that's a pretty good 1-3 team. I'm going to take the pretty good 1-3 team here.
Yeah, I liked. I don't know. I was watching that game. Was so boring that Patriots Bucks game. I was so ready to watch that game, and it was. I don't know. It was really boring. But anyways, I think they got to let Mac Jones just play because he's unreal. Like I like what I see from Mac Jones.
Is he unreal though?
I
think he's the best rookie quarterback.
Whoa, he has been.
Don't talk bad about my rookie.
Trevor Lawrence has given us the glimpses of the.
I think Mac Jones does a good job of just reading the defense and just making quick decisions. Like that's what you need out of your quarterback. He's very accurate too. I think they just got to let him play.
Are you going Patriots?
I'm going Patriots. Yeah.
Dan, Patriots?
Yeah, I'm going Patriots. I agree with almost everything you were saying about Mac Jones. I just want to say I love the way the kid. Yeah, he picks up. He's reading the defense on the blitzes, and he's just able to just kind of step to the side of them. Like that's cool. That's cool to me.
I think I don't know. Talking about that Patriots Bucks game, I think Belichick just like.
Which Belichick?
think Bill.
Not the psychopath?
Yeah, Bill. I talk about that. I feel like he's doing that on purpose.
Those
he has
faces?
to be. Yeah.
I
think
why
he
would
knows.
though?
I think he knows the camera's on him, and he's just doing
he
those
wants
faces.
a little hype around.
He's got a mullet. He's trying to. He's that
Huge
guy.
meme
So
guy.
before he was the son of Super Bowl winning head coach Bill Belichick. Now he's the psychopath son of Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Just a
so-
psychopath.
I think
Making
Bill
a name
had
for
a
himself.
Bill had
Yeah.
a hell of a game plan for Tom.
Tom's just too good. When it's all
Patriots
said and
defense.
done,
I could
really-
actually see the
didn't really
Texans
do
not
much.
scoring this game.
did enough.
Did enough.
I'm gonna go on a whim and say Texans goose egg this game.
Yeah, I think
2 games
I think,
in a row.
I think they're gonna
Two
give.
in a row.
They're gonna give-
Patriots defense is just so good.
They're gonna give Girthy Neck a real challenge
Texans.
here.
I mean, you can run on the Patriots. You can definitely run the ball on them. Texans got
a lot of running backs.
they got a lot of running, pretty solid ones too, I might add. So what if they just get the ball first? They control the clock, pound it, score, and they just expose the Patriots' backup offensive lineman. What it sounds like it'll be. I could see that scenario. I'm definitely not counting on it, but I could actually see that scenario. It's a shame that Tyrod. I mean, a lot of players are hurt across the league, but Texans actually looked pretty sneaky with Tyrod.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
scored on the Browns. They were scoring good points on the Browns. It might be the best defense in football right now.
Super unfortunate for Tyrod.
Bears,
here we go.
Raiders. Who the hell's going to be the Bears quarterback? Another week of who the hell will be the Bears quarterback. That's just going to be every week, I think, for the rest of the year. I mean, Nagy keeps saying that Dalton's going to play if healthy. I mean, who knows if he'll be healthy or not, and who knows if that is accurate. They could be like, yeah, he'll play if he's healthy.
Is he trying to get fired?
We don't know, Pete. We don't know. And
Guy's out of his mind over there.
I think it's like literally a contractual agreement between Andy Dalton and them.
It's ridiculous.
Saying like, I have to start these games.
Give me the Raiders at home.
He's taking the Raiders at home.
Can you say something nice about Justin Fields though?
Yeah, he looked pretty solid. I think they listened and they went under center and they ran some play action. And, that's what's going to help. And he's got a really good arm. He's accurate.
Well, we know Old Yeller's taking the Raiders, so that was...
Yeah. The fans. I can't
You're just skipping over us?
Sorry. I was just getting
Fans
out.
are going Raiders.
They're going Las Vegas, yeah.
I'm going to go with the Raiders as well. Raiders are a good team. They just lost their first game. I think they'll have success.
They had a rough start.
I like their defense. I like their
defense.
defense.
Their defense flies around.
I think Herbert was a problem at times for them, but I think they'll have success. They'll have a game plan. They'll try to pick up what the Browns kind of did against the Bears. They'll try to replicate that, and the defense is now well coached. They got some playmakers out there. I think they can have success on offense as well. The Bears defense looking good right now. The Lions are moving the ball a little bit, but they make plays when the time is right. But Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller, it's like a new problem for them in Las Vegas. I'm feeling the Raiders.
Yeah, if I'm a betting man, which I am, I would be betting that Andy Dalton will be starting this game. I'm going to be taking the Raiders. I would say, I think another thing that hinders the Bears in this by a lot is their offense, a.k.a. David Montgomery. He's not going to be playing. So that's a big
factor.
Chargers were able to.
Is nice though.
He's nice, but I was telling Riz earlier, I was like, if Justin Fields is starting, I'd be running RPOs all day because you could have both of them running the ball. But Andy Dalton's going to be starting. You're not going to be running a lot of RPOs with him. He was able to run the ball before he got hurt, but who knows how his knee is. But I think losing David Montgomery for 4 to 5 weeks is going to be a big loss for the Bears. And we saw the Chargers were able to run the ball against them. I think that's their weakness right now. But Bears, I don't think Damian Williams can do it.
No.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah.
What about if
Go Bears?
Shit pants.
Oh yeah. Actually, hold on. I totally forgot about that. Our Oregon insider actually said that he shit himself before the Bears game. So I told him he's got to do that every single week now for the Bears. So I guess if the Bears win, Oregon insider has to shit himself.
Gotta shit himself.
Wait, if they win, he's got to.
Well,
I
no,
thought
I'm
they
sorry.
won because he shit himself last
so
week.
if he shits himself, then the Bears will win. So
That makes sense.
So
follow
he's
the
gonna
Twitter.
have to shit himself.
Yeah, we have the picture receipts. It's not pretty.
It's not pretty.
Yeah. So
What scenario would that be pretty?
Well, he just said it, and then he just sent the picture, and then of course it was right on our phone.
No warning
No
at all. So there you have it. We're all going Raiders. It's a guarantee, but that guarantee flips if the Oregon insider shits himself before the game. We don't make the rules.
Twitter.
Make the rules.
Yeah,
We don't make the rules here. That's just how it works. Okay, next
right.
game. The Browns and the Chargers, two hot teams. They're both looking good. I'm thinking the Browns might have the best defense in football. I mean, Myles Garrett looks like the best player in football. Clowney's getting after it. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah's getting after it. Hell of a draft pick that was. The secondary's locked down. They were even missing Newsome last week, who's been a solid rookie for them. The whole secondary is new, so maybe it took a few games to kind of get going, and they really got going. And I think they're still getting better. Chargers, I like the balance of the Chargers. I like their, Herbert and that offense. They're extremely explosive. You see, they're starting to make teams fear the run game a little bit with Eckler. Defense is, they're making plays as well. They've held teams to their lowest point totals. Each team they've played, that team was held to the lowest scoring game of the season because of the Chargers defense. So they're looking pretty good over there. I'm trying to figure it out because, at any given time, both these offenses can be explosive, or both these defenses can be dominant. So I'm trying to figure out what type of game it's going to be here.
I'll go ahead and answer
I
that.
could go ahead and answer
We
that.
can go ahead and answer
All
that.
right.
We're going with the Chargers.
Yes, we are.
Oh, wow.
See, I was just guessing. We're going with the Chargers at home. I don't know. If it was in Cleveland, maybe I'll go with the Browns. But I just have not been impressed with Baker Mayfield at all this year. I don't know. Just missing a lot of throws. Like the fourth down stuff, they're aggressive and they go for it. Like he just takes sacks on fourth downs. Like I just don't understand how that you can.
Well, the Chargers go for it on fourth down a lot, but now they might be playing the best defense in football. Are they going to shut them down?
I think the Chargers should put up some points against them. Honestly, I think they could do it. The Texans did it against them.
I think for the Chargers' sake, they like you said, Riz, they have really good balance where they're running the ball very effectively as well as the play action off of that. And I think getting Justin Herbert out of the pocket is going to definitely help the Chargers win this game. And when it comes down to it, do I think Baker Mayfield's going to be able to move the ball a lot and score a lot of touchdowns against the Chargers defense? I don't think so. I think the Chargers can actually lead them in that. So we're taking the Chargers.
Yes, we are. I'm going with the Chargers as well.
So is everyone else.
Everyone's going Chargers.
Yeah. Wow.
Browns fans ain't going to be happy with that. I think that's a toss-up game.
There definitely is.
One of the toughest ones to pick. I'm going with the Chargers. I mean, it helps that they're home. But I'm going with the Chargers because, I'm calling the Browns the best defense in football right now, and I do think this would be, and the Chargers are up there with them, too. They're one of the best defenses. So I'm leaning towards more of a defensive game. Which offense can make that extra play? It could be either team. I mean, the Browns could come out and just, because teams have actually been able to run the ball on the Chargers. The Raiders tried to come out and do it, and then the Chargers kind of made a statement like, hey, we're not allowing this run anymore. But the Browns, one of the best running teams in football, could come out, pound the football, and that could be the difference. Limit Justin Herbert's chances. The Browns could win because of that. That's where a side of me kind of wants to go with the Browns. But I think a defensive game, both defenses playing very well. Browns offense, they're relying on the run too much right now. They held the Vikings, who were a pretty hot offense, to 7. Vikings struggle. Kirk Cousins will make you pay for blitzing him, and he struggles against just, pressure the old-fashioned way off the edge. I think Herbert's kind of the opposite. I think he can beat you on the blitz as well. He's a very good quarterback against pressure in general, but I think you got to, in terms of the pressure, I think you got to blitz him to have more success. I think Herbert will make that. I don't think a whole lot of offense plays in this game. I think he'll make that extra play, and maybe the Chargers win the turnover battle, but probably not too many turnovers at all. But I'm shocked that nobody took the Browns. Fans aren't going to be happy about that one. But at the toss-up game, I can argue the Browns. Like I said, come out, pound the football. And again, I think I said that a lot with both these teams. Starting with the ball in this game will be huge. You saw the Chargers started with the ball against the Raiders, and Raiders saw that teams could run on the Chargers defense, but they were already down 7-0. It's tough to do that when you're right off the bat. You're down. Your offense kind of iced on the sideline. So the start will be everything in this game. It'll be absolutely everything. But both these teams look real good. Real good.
Love the shit talking that was going on last night though, or even before leading up to that Chargers Raiders game. Derek Carr was saying like playing in LA is home field for them, and then
Joey Bosa did it.
Joey Bosa said like all he had to do is rush Derek Carr and like get in his head and
curls up in a ball.
Yeah. That was great.
That's
I love it.
The Bears could do.
I can't wait till can't wait for them to play again.
It's gonna be good.
Let's see a good one.
Giants, Cowboys.
Okay.
That easy?
Yeah. Well, I'm never picking the Giants. So.
Oh yeah.
And they won.
That was an okay.
They won.
Everyone going Cowboys?
Yeah, but Dallas looked really
Cowboys have the perfect balance. Cowboys are going to score.
Everyone's Dallas, yeah.
Cowboys are going to win.
I'll tell you what, though. The Giants put up a fight with everybody. They're there. They're very close to being 3-1.
They did what I told them to do. They were listening.
Give Barkley the ball more?
Give Barkley the ball more.
Yeah, Daniel Jones looked good. Maybe they kind of just got the momentum they need to finish games here. They play people. They're going to play a tough game. They play people tight. I do think it's a bad matchup, though. The Cowboys will score. They spread the field out so much. They can win on offense in so many different ways. Their defense is flying around the football field as well. So will the Giants be able to keep up? They came back against a good defense in the Saints. It's going to be tough in Dallas to, fully keep up. But the Giants, I love the way they play. They fly around the football field. They play everyone tough, so I definitely respect that. Some promise, Daniel Jones, how he looked. Kadarius Toney was getting going. They were missing guys in that game, too. But Barkley was getting going. Defense clutched up in the end, so maybe they'll get going. But, yeah, again, I'm liking the Cowboys here. Cowboys looking great. 49ers, Cardinals. I don't know what's going on with Jimmy Garoppolo. He was taken out of the game with a calf injury. Then that night, they were saying he's probably going to miss 3 weeks with that calf injury. The next day, they're saying he might be able to play this Sunday versus the Cardinals. Which one is it? It's just like the Bears. Every week, we're probably going to be playing who the hell is going to be the starting quarterback of the 49ers. Cardinals are red hot, the only undefeated team in football. Look like the best team in football. Explosive offense. Defense played well against the Rams. We know, as good as they are, we know they're probably going to slip up at some time. Everybody always does, and it doesn't change that they're very good. Will this be the week they slip up in a division battle?
I don't know how you could just pick against them, really.
Yeah, that's why everyone's taking the Cardinals, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I owe Cardinals an apology. I think before the year started, I was kind of like, I don't know about Kyler. I don't know about their offense. But I was way wrong, and I'm here to admit that. And I mean, for them to be able to run the ball, throw the ball like they have been, shoot, they're pretty damn good.
They really keep defenses guessing here. I think the 49ers' best bet, again, Trey Lance was throwing the ball pretty poorly. It just seems like he just tries to whip it as hard as he can, and he misses. And I know he's getting thrown into a game where they're losing. Understandable. He's got a bright future still. It's got to take some time. But I do worry about him as a passer a little bit, but I do think he is their best option for this game because I think, just pounding the football against the Cardinals, controlling the clock, running those read options, that would really throw the Cardinals, because you're going to need something like that to throw the Cardinals off, because you're not just going to walk in there with your normal game plan and just expect to keep up and beat the Cardinals the way they're playing right now. I think your shot is to control the clock, wear them out, pound the football, and that'd be the key for the 49ers. And again, when that works, a lot of teams have that game plan a lot. When that works, it works. So, 49ers have a shot for that reason, but Cardinals are too much right now. 49ers, the Cardinals are pretty damn healthy, right? We thought they'd be a little weak at corner because Butler retired, but they're pretty damn healthy while the 49ers are beat up as usual. So that also works in the Cardinals' favor. Again, it's really tough to pick against them. But 49ers, I guarantee their game plan will be just to pound the rock, try to control the clock, try to come up with something there. Again, I think the Cardinals will probably slip up. They will. They're not going to go undefeated. They're going to slip up at one point. I just don't think this is the week here.
They're going undefeated.
You think so?
No.
You said the Bucs were.
Yeah, no. I don't want to jinx them.
Good move.
Yeah.
This one, man. Sunday night football. Bills at Chiefs. Expecting a high-scoring game, but, man, that Bills defense, they're right there. Like, talk about the Browns, talk about the Chargers. Talk about, some of those defenses there. The Bills are playing that good. They're not. I don't know if they're elite at anything. That safety duo is looking pretty damn good as always. But I don't know if they're elite in a specific category on defense. They're just so well put together, so well balanced, and they do have stud players. So don't get me wrong there. So yeah, they're looking good. Can they slow down Mahomes? We know they can score on the Chiefs, but it's in Kansas City, in Arrowhead, Sunday night. Oh, it's going to be so good. It's going to be a good one.
We got Pete.
I got the Bills.
He's got the Bills.
I don't know. Just the Chiefs just don't seem as dominant or as scary as they've been the last couple of years.
They scored 42 points last week
against the Eagles.
Scoring over 30 points per game, man.
I know.
They're giving up a lot, though.
I don't know. I think they haven't really played a defense like this. And Josh Allen's been hot. That whole offense has been hot. I like that they've been getting Zach Moss involved too, which is big time. But I think with these types of games, I think it always comes down to who gets the ball last, honestly. But I think the Bills just have a lot more going for them than the Chiefs do right now.
Okay.
I'm going to go last.
You're going to go last? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeller's going with the Bills, right?
Yeah.
This is toughest one to pick. I mean, the Browns-Chargers is tough. This is the toughest one to pick on the year. Bills, right now, Bills are the better team, plain simple. They're playing just as good on offense as the Chiefs. They're playing a lot better on defense. They're the better team right now. There probably are more teams in the league that the Bills can beat and the Chiefs can beat. But something's telling me Sunday night in Kansas City, something's pulling me towards the Chiefs, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go with that. It's going to be a squeaker, high-scoring shootout squeaker, close game. It's a toss-up game. Something's pulling me towards the Chiefs. I think the Bills' defense looks really good. I think it is good. They haven't really been tested much. They have not been tested much at all against good offenses. And that is not me saying that the Bills can't handle good offenses, but I don't really like that, going into the, maybe playing the best offensive football and you haven't really had that experience this year. You haven't really been tested. It's kind of going to hit you like you don't even know what's going to hit you. I mean, they have experience against the Chiefs, so I do think that's tough. Playing the, kind of being able to take it easy, playing the easier offenses in the Chiefs. You got in Arrowhead Sunday Night Football playing that offense, but I really worry about the Chiefs' defense. I really worry about it. This might be back and forth. I'm still hoping. What was that? 2018? That was it. Chiefs-Rams was like 54-51, something like that final. Maybe. That game was nuts. I'm hoping for one of those again. It could be it. It's just guts telling me the Chiefs at home. If it was in Buffalo, I'd be taking the Bills. It's kind of just one of those right now.
What are the fans going with?
They're going with the Bills.
Wow. So the reason why I wanted to go last is because I was actually going to take the Bills, thinking everyone was going to take the Chiefs. Well, not everybody, but I didn't want to leave the Chiefs out. But I'm going back with the Bills. I think the defense is. I mean, two high-scoring offenses and one with a pretty damn good defense. I'm going to go with the Bills with the better defense. I was going to go, if everyone was going Buffalo, I was going to go Chiefs just to fade you guys, but yeah.
Okay. All right. I respect it.
Respect.
By myself on the Chiefs. Feeling good. Not really. It's a toss-up, but
yeah, it's going to be a good game.
Can't wait for it. Monday Night Football, Colts, Ravens. Colts got their first win last week against the Dolphins. The Ravens, they're rolling since losing to the Raiders here. Good performance against the Broncos last week. Monday night in Baltimore. Defensive game, perhaps. I think this would be close. I saw the line on this game. Ravens were favored by 7, which is a lot, I think. I think it'll be a lot closer than that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be tight.
I think it'll be close. I think it'll be low scoring.
But I'm gonna go with the Ravens still. I really think the Colts could win this game, but I'm gonna go with because the Ravens been good team, and they definitely have been deserving of winning these games. But they've been getting the luck's been on their side a little. Not with the health. They got very unlucky with the injuries. But you look at the Chiefs. I mean, they just finished that game out and just beat the Chiefs. So, but there was some luck involved with that game, but they deserved the win. Look at the Lions; they got very lucky in that game. Who we kidding? The Broncos, game time's rolling around. Half the Broncos team's out. Teddy Bridgewater gets hurt, but the Broncos were outplaying them. The Ravens were the Ravens were outplaying them anyways. They're deserving of these wins. Luck has been on their side a little bit throughout these games, though. So maybe the Colts just find success. Because they ran effectively last week, they threw effectively. So, and the Colts create turnovers. They create turnovers. Their defense is playing pretty well, so the Colts can win this game. I just think the Ravens just do just enough. Still not fully buying into Carson Wentz. Not that I think he's terrible or anything, but I'm going to go with I think being in Baltimore prime time it's pretty tough to beat the Ravens that way too. So I'm gonna go Ravens.
I'm gonna go Ravens too. I think if I am the Colts though, the way I'm going to win this game is going to be pounding the football and working on that play action. Similar game plan to what the Lions had, controlling the clock. But being at home, I've got to go with the Ravens. Prime time.
Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens too. I like that they're getting Latavius Murray involved more now. I think you could see him do really well in this offense.
He's a big boy.
Yeller, Ravens fans.
Yep, Ravens.
Ravens. So that's a guarantee. I think I could go if it was in Indianapolis. I mean, I don't know. I might be going Colts in that. Yeah, it's either way. It's gonna be a tight game Monday night. They played a good game last year. It was just all defense. I think the final score did not show, if I remember that game correctly. I think Taylor fumbled, and the final score didn't show how damn tight that game was. It was just a defensive battle, and it could be. And guys, both these teams got a lot of guys hurt compared to last year. But yeah, both these might be the two most beat up teams in football. You throw the Niners in there maybe, and probably missing a team. But yeah, pretty even battle there. Monday night, excited for it. A lot of real good games this week. Yeah, we're back every single Tuesday night with our picks and power rankings every Tuesday. Wednesday we got score predictions, rookie power rankings coming back. We got a lot of content. We're always adding more. Like, subscribe, turn notifications on. Make sure you follow that Twitter. You're missing out if you're not following it. Link in description comments for anything you need. That's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.